so happy to see you guys. You guys might not notice my absence. Hopefully you didn't notice my absence actually, because I tried to make it as seamless as possible, but you may have noticed at least that I am not in my normal room, nor am I sitting down. This is because I am in California. That was really California, California. Yeah, it's not California. Why are you in California? I'll tell you. I went to E3 and I went to VidCon. I met a whole bunch of people I wanted to meet. I have so many stories from E3. I have so many stories from VidCon, so I'm just gonna calm down and let you guys know what happened. So, story time. First off, went to E3. Don't know if you guys know what E3 is. I'll explain it briefly. It is a video game convention that I was so excited to go to. I've been wanting to go forever. I've been wanting to go for ages, at least for years. Okay, I've been wanting to go to this convention. So I get to E3 and I'm losing my mind.
Wait, Lex, where are you right now?
E3. There's Spiral. Oh my god. And Tomb Raider. Oh my god. 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 I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I'm like shaking. I walk in. I see Tomb Raider. I was like, ah! I see Activision. I was like, ah! Like everything. Everything was so overwhelming. I need to slow down. I can't even explain to you how much fun, how much joy, how much happiness was running through my veins walking into E3. Which, by the way, thank you so much to Twitch for just everything for E3. So I get my lanyard, which, by the way, I'm freaking out.
I feel like a bag of Pop Rocks.
It is Smash Bros, which I was stoked. We walk in. Now, I'm not a Fortnite player, but the Fortnite booth was so good. All the booths were so good. Like, honestly, they were so immersive that it felt like you were in the game. Okay, so anyway, so we're walking in the convention, right? Losing my mind. Absolutely losing my mind. And we see the Fortnite booth, and we're like, whoa, that's so sick. They've got, like, the battle bus and everything. And then, right before my eyes, I see the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. You guys know the mechanical bulls? They had a mechanical llama. And I'm like, oh, I'm going on that now. So I did. Get on the llama, time of my life. He went easy on me. I know he went easy on me. It was like one quick turn of like, whoosh. But other than that, the first day we went around the convention, just saw a whole bunch of stuff, saw all the amazing, incredible, immersive, beautiful looking booths. And then day 2 is when we decided that we were gonna wait in line for all of the games. Makes sense, right? So day 2 comes and I got to play all the games that I wanted to play. I got to play Spyro, I got to play Smash.
How do you feel?
And I got to play, and Spider-Man. Apparently, when you play the game, they give out pins. So when I found that out, I was like, oh, we are getting all the pins. So the first pin that I got was at Smash. Ignore this one, it's kind of a spoiler. Which, by the way, Smash was incredible. I played it not once, but twice. And not only once or twice of 2 rounds, I played a total of 7 rounds. I wasn't messing around. Thanks, Nintendo, by the way, for letting us play 7 rounds total. That was pretty cool. Which I will definitely be streaming Smash to Twitch when it comes out. So after I got done with Smash, hang on, I need my lanyard again. So after we get done with Smash, we're walking around the convention, this and that. And then I'm like, okay, I know that I want to go to Spyro. So we're making our way down to Spyro. I kid you not. I said this on one of my live streams. I'm like, oh, I'm like, ha ha ha. What if there's like a 6-foot tall Crash Bandicoot there? I'm totally kidding. There was a 6-foot tall Crash Bandicoot, probably a lot taller than 6 feet. I couldn't believe it. I saw him from like across the convention. I was like, you. Fangirling so hard. I mean, obviously I know it's just like a guy in a suit, but to me, I'm like, oh my god, Crash Bandicoot. And then the guy over by Crash, he's like, oh, we're giving out pins. He's like, do you want one? And I'm like, you better believe I want one. So that's where I got my 2 Crash pins. So then I went and I played Spyro and they gave me a patch. So after I collected all of my wonderful pins that I'm very proud of, we get to day 3. My friend that I went with wanted to play Call of Duty. And I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. Now let this be known, by the way, that I've played Call of Duty maybe once in my life. I've always played video games my whole life, but like Call of Duty just like wasn't my thing. And I also need you to take a moment to sit here. I need you all to imagine with me. Close your eyes, okay? The way that they had this set up is they had it set up on a stage. Picture a stage, and then on top of that, they had a bunch of monitors. I don't know how many people are on a Call of Duty team, if it's like 5 or 6. So they had those monitors lined up. And then behind those, they had another set of monitors. So each team was facing basically face to face. And this stage area, by the way, it faces the line. Okay, it's like a 3-hour line. And I say to my friend, I'm like, okay, when you go up there, like, I'll just stand behind you so you can play the game, you know, whatever. By the way, certain games at E3, there were anywhere between 8 minutes and 30 minutes that you got to play. Guess how long Call of Duty was? It was 30 minutes. Back up, so the monitors that they have set up, Yeah, the one in the middle of all those monitors had a big TV above it. And that TV basically streamed to the rest of the audience the game that the middle screen was playing. So I was like, okay, as long as we go up together, and as long as I don't get on the middle screen, I will play with you. Our time comes around, they put me on the middle screen, I don't know how to play this game. So I get up there and I'm like, please switch with me, please switch with me, please switch with me. He's like, nope. So we get up there, we sit down, we put our headsets on and everything. The guy on the end was cute, by the way. Call of Duty guy, if you were on the end and you remember me, give me a call. Leave a comment, you know, let me know. Hashtag find super cute Call of Duty guy, just kidding. So the guy sitting next to me on my team, he's like, oh, don't worry, like I haven't played really before either. And I'm like, okay, sweet. I'm like, and I'm just trying to channel, I'm like, okay, I play Overwatch. Like I've played some first person shooters, but I really haven't played Call of Duty. So the opening screen starts. By the way, remember, I'm on the middle screen. The whole line can see everything that's happening. The game pops up, you have create a class. And I'm like, to my friend, I'm like, should I change guns out? Like, what are the good ones? And then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it how it is. I don't know what I did, but I started the game and my character was like this. And I'm like, huh. So I asked my friend, I'm like, how do I take out my gun? How do I take out my gun? How do I take out my gun? You know, I'm on the middle screen. He looks over, he's like, Lex, you don't have a gun? And I'm like, you can't take the gun out? So I'm on my headset and I'm like, excuse me? Call of Duty guy. I'm like, excuse me? How do I get a gun? So then he walks on over, he's like leaning over, looking at it, and he's like, he goes like this. He's like, I can't even do it because I'm like, he's looking at it, he just looks real quick and then he's looking at it, and he's like, he's like, he goes like, and he's like, did you erase your class? And my friend's like, Lex, how did you delete your class? And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what a class is. All I know is I'm playing COD without a gun in front of the entire audience, in front of the cute Call of Duty guy, and I just want a gun. And then he's like, you're gonna have to pick one up. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, where do I find a gun? So I walk forward a little bit and then he's like, oh, there's one right there. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, what button do I press to pick it up? Like, I just wasn't familiar with the game. You know what I mean? It's not like I don't play video games. I just wasn't familiar with the particular game. And then even worse, later on, I was like asking my friend, I'm like, hey, how do I crouch? Because I couldn't figure it out. And then I was trying to hide. And then I was just like in a panic. And then to make everything even worse, some other Call of Duty guy, not the guy on the end, but by the way, the whole team is laughing at me. And so is the guy at the end, I think, a little bit. So at this point, I have my gun. In the first part of the game, I didn't really know what we were doing because I didn't know what the rules were. But then the second part of the game that we got to play was more of like capture the flag of like protect this area, capture this area. And I'm like, okay, so that's very similar to Overwatch. Then I kind of started to get the hang of it, but I couldn't figure out for the life of me how to pull my gun up, you know, to see through it. So then this other Call of Duty guy, completely separate from this guy over here, comes up behind me and he's like, hi. And I'm like, hello. And the guy goes, he goes, you're not doing bad, but we're just all wondering. And I'm like, oh my God, all of Call of Duty's watching me. He's like, do you know how to aim? And I'm like, he's like, right now you're shooting from your hip, you're shooting from down here. I'm like, listen, I've never really played this game. If you could tell me the buttons, that would be fantastic. And then maybe I'll be a little bit better. So that was an adventure. But then after the Call of Duty event, I was able to go to Kingdom Hearts and redeem myself. Wow, does Kingdom Hearts look incredible. I cannot wait for that game to come out. I feel like every game I played other than Call of Duty, I am so excited for it to come out. Like, I just had the absolute time of my life. And the Call of Duty, not the Call of Duty, well yeah, the Call of Duty people, they were nice too, but the Kingdom Hearts booth, they were such sweethearts. They were so nice. So shout out to the staff at Kingdom Hearts for being amazing. The Twitch booth was sick. They had lattes that they were printing little Twitch logos on. Unfortunately, I didn't get to get a latte because I was so like hyped and wrapped up of like, let's get in line. Like we waited like 2 to 3 hours per line to play the game for 8 to 30 minutes. But it was worth it. And the way that I describe it to people, I'm like, okay, I'm like, you go to an amusement park, right? And like, if they have roller coasters, sometimes you wait in line for 2 hours to go on a roller coaster that's like 30 seconds or like a minute. So at least you get to wait in line to play a game that hasn't been released yet and you get to play a good chunk of it. Like you get to play the demo. I cannot even explain to you guys how happy E3 made me. I mean, I know I was posting on social media, I was posting on Twitter and like pictures. So like if you guys follow me on other social, you guys have probably seen or heard some of these stories. If you follow me on Twitch, you've already heard my E3 stories. If you follow me on Twitter, you've already seen photos and videos. So I mean, it's just, I had the time of my life at E3. I'm so happy that I went. And E3 was also my first gaming convention ever in my entire life. And I just left there feeling not only super happy and excited and pumped, but I was so motivated and I was so inspired. Like, I could not wait to go home and play video games. Or like, I could not wait to like turn myself into all these new characters that I saw, or for like these games to be released and be able to play them on Twitch. Being at things like makeup conventions, they can be inspiring, but for me, because I'm such like a nerd, I loved being able to be inspired by so many characters and so many games. It just gave me this fire. And because I've been in California and I've been running around so much, I haven't had the chance to stream so much to Twitch, so I can't wait to get home and see you guys. And speaking of seeing you guys, that leads me into VidCon, which I have a whole bunch of stuff to show you guys, but we'll go day by day. There's 3 days of VidCon also. Do I have any stories from that night? Yes. Okay, so the very first night I got into VidCon. VidCon didn't officially start yet, but like at the hotel where they had the creators, we had like different lounges of like different things that we could go to, one of which being Twitch. And what I was trying to do is I was trying to go to the Twitch lounge to say hi to the Twitch people and see what they had going on, but then I saw that they had this whole entire Alienware set up and I was like, that is sick. Totally wanted to stream. Didn't end up streaming, but I did sit in front of the computer talking to the Twitch people for probably a good 2 hours. Actually, to the point of like the other Twitch staff came up and they're like, excuse me, they're like, yeah, we're closing up. And my mom's like, oh, so we have to like, you know, get out? And they're like, yeah. In my VidCon stories, I have a lot of show and tell. So at the Twitch lounge, I got a Twitch patch, a Twitch bag, a Twitch tumbler, which to be honest with you, I don't even know what this is for. I think you put like a can of pop in here. And then I got this. Striking, beautiful, fashionable, very pale, and I also got a pair of Twitch socks. After that, VidCon always gives us a very, very, very generous bag. Thank you so much to VidCon, honestly, for all of this stuff I'm about to show you guys. It is unbelievable. Check this out. I got a logo, official YouTuber, and truly, I mean, honestly, check out my sick sandals. I look incredible, truly. Honestly. Thank you, YouTube. YouTube, you guys know that I love having my YouTube logo stuff. Anything that says YouTube on it, whenever I go to like the space or anything, I'm like, hey, I'm like, you guys have stickers, you guys have a chair, you guys have a whole TV I could take that says YouTube on it. I love having YouTube stuff, like love it. And then on top of that, I also, okay, so this is I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. I got a freaking skateboard. Like what? I mean, like, it is fully, you guys can kind of see it. It says like, subscribe, share, like on the back. I mean, this is a legit skateboard. YouTube gave me a skateboard. Oh my God, I was so excited. I'm like, I'm gonna cherish this skateboard. I think I'm like gonna hang it up on my wall because I don't know how to skateboard. And then all of this stuff came in 2 of the YouTube bags, which is so nice because I travel all the time and now I have YouTube travel stuff, which makes me happy. And to quickly run through everything else that I got in the bag, particularly when I checked into the hotel. Oh, we also got this super nice creator sweatshirt from the creator lounge that they had there, and it says creator all down the back. I almost forgot about my jackets. VidCon gave featured creators jackets. I was waiting in line to get my pass and I saw them, like, this is the line and those are the jackets. I was like, da-da-da-da, how sick is this? I was so excited to get this. And it's like, it's really comfortable too. We were also given this JBL waterproof speaker. Obviously I haven't tried it yet because it's not open yet. But when I saw this, I was like, wow. A Logitech webcam. I love these webcams. Thank you. A $1 million card game. There was also a like cat in like Play-Doh kind of thing. I forget what it was called. There's something, actually I really haven't opened hardly anything yet other than things that I could wear because I've just been like so crazy busy with VidCon. And finally, wireless headphones. If you watch me on Twitch, you know I've been needing wireless headphones. So when I saw these, it was like, ah. And I trust that they're gonna work well because they are from VidCon and VidCon always provides very nice stuff for us. Thank you so much. I also stopped by the Rode booth and got myself a Rode hat because they were giving them out. I know you're not supposed to like bend the flat hats, but I don't really wear flat hats, so. The official day one of VidCon was my meet and greet at 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God, I woke up I think at like 6, 7. Yeah, I definitely had to be out of bed by 7 o'clock because I had to get ready to go to my meet and greet. I love seeing you guys. I always am so happy. Like, I was down, it's like in like a lower level, it's not on the first floor. It's kind of like a basement level, but I don't want to call it like a basement. 9:58 rolled around and I was like, should I ask if I can go out for my meet and greet? And I'm like, I don't know if somebody's supposed to come get me or whatnot. But then one of the VidCon guys was walking around. I was like, hey, can I go out for my meet and greet? He's like, what time is it? And I'm like, exactly 10 o'clock. He's like, sure. I mean, there's no way I was gonna wait in the green room for like someone to come get me. Like, I was just too pumped. I wanted to get out there. I wanted to meet you guys. I had one girl come from Poland. I'm like, what? And it was even crazier as she turned out to be a YouTuber in Poland. I'll link her in the description. It was very nice meeting you. Thank you for coming all that way to see me and give me a hug and hang out at my panels. Like, it was just such an incredible moment. I met 200 of you that came from YouTube that watched me on here. One person gave me a drawing, which this is super cool. Thank you so much. She brought me a larger one for me to sign and then gave me the smaller one, which was cool because I got to hang out with her a little bit after too, which I'll get into that story in a minute. And for the first time ever, I got to meet some people from Twitch because I've only been on Twitch for 6 months. And on Twitch, I call them the Noodle Crew. And this is from Brandy, and she's always in my streams, and I was very excited to meet her. And she put together this whole thing of everybody giving me different notes from my streams on Twitch, and this was just, it was so precious and it was so incredible. And I haven't read it yet, Brandy, because I want to read it on stream. And the way that VidCon does it for safety reasons and things like that, you can't give people the gifts directly. They put them in a box. So as soon as I was done, I was like, where's the gift from Brandy? Where is it? I need to find it. And like, the box was, it was right behind my meet and greet, but I went searching for it immediately, and just seeing you guys and being able to hang out with you guys and see you guys in person. I tell those people in my meet and greet all the time, it's like, I see usernames and I see photos. I don't ever get to see you guys in person. Like, you guys can hear me talk, you guys can see me move around, but I never get to see you guys. And so doing meet and greets and being able to meet everybody from all social medias and be able to meet you guys from YouTube, it's just like, I love it. Like, I love meeting you guys. So that night, after the end of VidCon, I went to the creator party, which is, this is probably the moment you guys are probably all like, the moment you've been waiting for, so that way I could meet other creators, people that I know, people that I've met before, people that I'm friends with, people that I haven't met yet, but we talk on Twitter. One of those people being Simply Nailogical, Christine. As soon as I walked in, I ran right into her, and I was like, finally! In a previous year of VidCon, she was there, I was there, and then by the time I found out that she was there, she had left to go back home. It was super, super, super loud at the YouTube party, so we didn't get to talk for very long, but there's always the future, and I'm very happy that I finally got to meet her. She was an absolute sweetheart, super nice. And then, you know what happened? So everywhere I went, I kept seeing Markiplier. And if you guys follow me on Twitter, you guys know I was so scared to say hi to Markiplier. Like, so scared. I see him every single year at VidCon, and I never say hi because I'm just way too shy. And then he put up a post on Twitter about, you know, like getting over your fears, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, you know what? Tomorrow, I am saying hello to Markiplier. Nothing is getting in my way. So the next day in the morning, I go down by the meet and greet area because I had to ask a question, and there's Markiplier. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, it's so early in the morning. I'm like, I told myself yesterday that I was gonna say hi to him. I was like pumping myself up and everything. I mean, I don't know like what I was so afraid of. It's not like the guy's gonna like bite. I was just nervous, you know? So, I said hi to him. He was also very kind. I got a picture with him. Markiplier, I'm sure you're not watching this, but if you are, it was very nice meeting you. So the 3 days of VidCon, this was my day that I had free. I could do whatever I wanted because I didn't have anything scheduled at VidCon. Like, I didn't have an official meet and greet, and I didn't have my panels until the next day. So I was like, oh my God, by the way, so Nickelodeon was there, and they had Double Dare. I don't know if you guys know that show from a long time ago. It just came on again now. Okay, what it is, basically, it doesn't matter. If you guys know what this show is from your childhood, let me know in the comments below. If you've even gotten this deep into this video, let me know in the comments below if you guys remember Double Dare, because they had the freaking nose there. I saw it, I was like, oh my God. As soon as I saw Double Dare advertised and I saw they had the whole obstacle course open, I was like, and then they had like this section where they were sliming people. I didn't end up getting slimed, and I didn't end up doing the course, which was kind of a bummer because I was busy But, oh my God, as soon as I saw it, I was like having a heart attack. The convention wasn't even open yet. I was just like walking through and like wandering around and saying, oh my God, my abs are hurting from this story. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. I asked the workers, I'm like, are you guys casting for this show, by the way? Because it's on TV now, and so I'm like, so if everybody feels like going and tagging Nickelodeon across social platforms and tell them that I should be on Double Dare, please feel free, because I want to pick a giant nose. Okay, anyways, sidetrack. When I was going through the convention that morning, they had a whole wall full of Nerf guns, and I was like, sick. And then I found out that it was actually like a Nerf little arena where you could go and have a battle. And I was like, oh, I'm bringing everybody that wants to meet up here. Because the previous years at VidCon, because like you guys are so like chill and relaxed and we could just kind of like hang out together, you know, I was able to gather people from Twitter, the previous years, gather people from Twitter and go to the Nickelodeon arcade that they had set up, which they didn't have it set up this year as big because they had Double Dare going on. So I was looking for a place so everybody could just like chill. So anyways, long story short, because I know this video is already gonna be like an hour, and hopefully you guys are enjoying my stories because I had the time of my life, and hopefully you guys had the time of your life too. So I made a post on Twitter, I'm like, everybody that wants to meet me at the Nerf booth, meet me at 3:30, which I got distracted because I got ice cream from the YouTube area and then I almost didn't make it by 3:30, but as I was walking along, I ran into subscribers. I'm like, hello, come with me, we're going to the Nerf booth. So a bunch of people met me at the Nerf booth. I think we had like 18 to 20 people meet me at the Nerf booth to be able to go in together and like hang out and chill, like really relax.
So guys, keep it moving, reload faster.
Not so much like structured kind of stuff. Nerf, thank you so much for being an absolutely incredible, amazing booth. Like truly, I showed up with a group of people, unexpected, unplanned. I didn't stop by Nerf and tell them this was happening. I did not know if we would be able to go in and like go ahead of the line if we had to wait in line, which would have been fine as well if they were gonna allow as many of us into there, you know, that I had with. They were absolutely amazing. We were able to go right in. It was super, super cool of you guys. Like honestly, thank you so much. We were treated so well at the Nerf booth, especially like I said, just showing up so unexpected with a large group of people. Nerf was very, very kind, and I don't know if there's a way I can like contact anybody of like give compliments to the people that were working the booth or this and that, but if so, I'm gonna find that out because seriously, like the booth was just, they were so amazing to us. So amazing that I went back the next day to say thank you, and they gave me a t-shirt, and that was super, super kind of you guys. Thank you. And then they also gave me these sick glasses. So then after that, we went over to this giant, oh my God, like the best, worst idea I've ever had. We went to this giant inflatable obstacle course. Like I'm in shape, but I'm not that much in shape. And I'm thinking like, okay, that's totally fine. We're going to like this little bounce house kind of thing. It's going to be fine. So it's like the world's longest obstacle course. I was dying. First off, I had a 10-year-old girl with me who was amazing, by the way. And I'll link her in the description as well because she also has a channel and she was very sweet and she did an interview and she was super, super cool. And then I also had another boy and his sister with me, and the boy did gymnastics, and I'm like, these kids are going to annihilate me in this obstacle course. Like I am done for. We get in, I'm running, I'm trying to go through like this like forest kind of thing, whatever. The first thing I get to, okay, is a wall that I gotta climb up, and I'm like looking at this wall, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, someone's bouncing it. Get me. Straight. Oh, no.
I fell on my face in the beginning.
Oh my God, me too. Parkour!
They let us in pairs, which also, by the way, thank you so much to the obstacle course booth for letting us cut the line and be able to go through the obstacle course together as the group that we were, because we went in pairs. So I went with my mom, and then, you know, Linda Lee Rose went before us, and then everybody else went behind us. But it didn't matter because, you know, ninjas behind me were just passing me right up there like, hi Lex, bye Lex. I get halfway through this obstacle course and the children, of course, they're like, I finished like 11 minutes ago.
Alex, I finished like 11 minutes. I finished like 11 minutes ago.
I am going to die in this obstacle
I
course
finished
today.
like 10 minutes
We
ago.
believe in you.
You are not gonna die.
But they believed in me. They believed in me that I had sweat dripping off my forehead. They saw something in me that I could get through this.
I feel you. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here for a minute Here we go. The final shot! Give me a high five, I need it. Oh God, you won. Wow, we got a bigger high five. Oh, thank you.
But thank you guys to everybody that showed up that day, hung out with us, did the Nerf, did the obstacle course. I know that not all creators can do that because if they have too large of an audience, it can create a fire hazard or create a blockage of areas. So the fact that we're still able to do that in such a small little group and bounce around and be able to do things together, I absolutely love it. And as we grow on this channel, that's always something that I want to be able to do with you guys. So if by chance something happens and I'm not able to do it in the future years, maybe I'll be able to work with VidCon, maybe just a suggestion that I can have a meet and greet and be able to do the different booths and stuff with you guys. Oh, and then I almost forgot. So in my meet and greet also, you guys know those animals that you see on Facebook that go like that. So this girl was in my meet and greet line and apparently her uncle makes them. And I saw her in line and I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, are those? And I'm like, oh my God, they are. So thank you so much for bringing these to me. I stopped by their booth the next day and they gave me the one with the tongue sticking out too. I didn't catch your name, but thank you so much for bringing me the feisty pets. They're so scary. And then the next day I had my panels and they were great. I love doing panels. I love being able to answer your guys' questions, be able to help you guys out with either advice of getting started or just sharing my stories and being able to do things like that. They are so fun to do. My first panel I was on with Q Polish. Oh, I met Q Polish, by the way, and she was so sweet. Oh my God, I was so happy to meet her. Which, by the way, all the channels that I'm mentioning in this video, I'm sure majority of you have heard of them, but I will link them all in the description below. Q Polish Sandy was amazing, and now she also has a gaming channel. I ran into Candy Johnson as always, but I didn't get to officially see her. We were just in the back, and like she was on a golf cart, and I thought it was Candy, and then she goes, "I love you, Lex!" And then I'm like, "Oh, that's Candy." I'm like, "I love you too!" It was a moment. It was cute. I enjoyed it. And then I was also able to judge the cosplay contest again this year, which was amazing. First place, she built her whole cosplay out of cardboard. Crazy! Which is always good to see Strawberry again. Wes was on the cosplay judging with me the first year that I did it, and then I got to meet Brizzy. I was so happy to meet Brizzy, and I'm also happy to report that she's just as goofy in person. She's just as goofy in person as she is online. I was very happy. So then the entire time, the creator party, the whole second day, the third day, I'm like, where in the world is Thomas Sanders? I was trying to meet him at the creator party. He was at the creator party, but then I was so busy that I couldn't find him, and then I was doing Nerf, and then I was doing the obstacle course, and then the third day I had my panel, and then I had a cosplay contest, and I had another panel, and then I'm like, where is Thomas? So finally, after trying to find this guy, I just decided, I'm like, okay, what's your schedule? This is my schedule. And then he's like, well, I'm telling dad jokes at the Night of Awesome, and I'm like, dad jokes? I was like, okay, I'll meet you there. I was like, where are you at? He's like, I'm almost there. He walks in, and I'm like, we got a picture. Everybody that I saw basically was just like a little time period of hanging out because everybody was busy, you know? Everyone's meeting people and doing panels and doing this and doing that and doing performances at VidCon, but it's always nice to see old friends. It's always nice to make new friends, and it's always nice to see people that I've talked to on Twitter but haven't gotten a chance to meet, or people that I follow, and I'm very shy when it comes to meeting new friends. Oh, and then I also saw iHas Cupcake, who's always amazing. Tiff, I love you. So, I think that's everybody. I'm gonna feel terrible if I leave anybody out. I'm gonna feel so bad. Like, I just like, VidCon is one of those where it's just like so many different things are going on. I'm meeting you guys, I'm hanging out with you guys, I'm trying to see like people that I haven't seen, I'm trying to meet new people, I'm trying to make new friends, and then I mix that in with kind of being shy with meeting other creators that I'm just like, I don't think I'm missing anything. I think this video for real is gonna be like 30 to 45 minutes. I had a blast. I had such a great time. E3 was incredible. Thank you so much to Twitch. VidCon was incredible. Thank you so much to YouTube and all of the sponsors of VidCon. Thank you to the Nerf booth. Thank you to everybody I've said thank you so far. And most importantly, thank you so much to you guys, because without you, we wouldn't have the family that we have online. I cannot express how happy you guys make me, how much I love to make content, how much this is not only a part of my life, this is my life. My life is creating and is helping you guys and is making this community and keeping us together as a family online. And I just cannot express how much I appreciate every single one of you. And please know that when I say I sincerely just could hug all of you, I really, really, really mean it. And I would be like, oh, and that's pretty much it. But, and then Instagram, I got a tank top from Instagram. Hold on, I also got a crop top from Instagram, thank you. And like I said, I would say, well, that's it for my stories, but it has been like an hour now, so you're probably like, geez, Lex. If you are not subscribed to me on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and join our big, large, strange family. Also, if you guys like these types of videos, you guys like hanging out with me, I also do live streams on Twitch. If you guys would like, check that out. I will link that in the description below as well. I understand that's a new platform for people, but you're more than welcome to come hang out with us absolutely whenever I'm streaming. I'm not gonna be mad if anybody doesn't come over to Twitch. It's just an option. Check it out. You might like it. I draw all of my own emotes on there. Everything that you see on there, I've either drawn or is customized by me. Other than that, as always, I'll be hanging out in the comment section after the video is posted, and see ya.